Welcome back to the QL Experience. Today I'm sitting down with West Love, the Princess of Southern Soul, for a raw, unfiltered interview like she's never shared before. And don't go anywhere because coming up next, we turn our focus to the culture, creatives, and stories that's shaping the A64. Our Carolina Lynn Spotlight is coming up after this. Today's guest is more than an artist. She's my sister. From Valdosta, Georgia, to stages across the country on the Blues Are Right tour, West Love has proven herself to be a powerhouse vocalist and a true storyteller, pouring her heart, humor, and honesty into every song. You know her best from singles like Put It On Me, You Better Go, and her hit record, Work It. But what really sets her apart is how she keeps God at the center, making sure every show includes a gospel moment that turns the spotlight back to praise. She's real, she's rooted, and she's radiant. Welcome to the show, the Princess of Southern Soul, West Love. West Love in the building.
Yo, yo, yo! It's your girl West Love, the little lady in the red boots, the party starter, the princess, has made it to the QL show.
This is so crazy, y'all. Because let me tell you something, like during the pandemic, that's how I found out about you. And it was my mom who was sending me all these videos of this lady who was in her kitchen and she was singing these songs and she was doing hair. And I said, Mom, like, who is she? So then you end up coming on the Ricky Smiley show. Mm-hmm. He had this video that went viral on YouTube, and I remember watching you, and I thought to myself, I said, when I get the opportunity to, I want to bring her to the upstate. And then, you know, years later, it happened. I celebrated 10 years in radio last year. You were in the building. You came back for our worship experience. And first of all, I want to talk about that. What did that night feel like, being a part of, you know, that worship experience? And also, a lot of people don't know that you actually come from the church too.
Right. Correct. I came from the church. My daddy was a chairman deacon, so we stayed at the church. But the worship experience was amazing. It was very much so amazing. You know, it took a little minute. My nerves was kind of bad.
Yeah.
But once I got that out of the way, I mean, it was very good.
Yeah.
It was an amazing night.
So you said like you grew up in the church. Like what role did like music though like play in your life? Would you say?
I was in the choir, of course.
Yeah.
And my mom was the choir director.
Uh-huh.
So once I got older, I started being a praise and worship leader.
Uh-huh.
And that became something that I like to do too. I just really like to sing. And my dad came home one day and told me about a live band. And I've been stuck like glue ever since. Yeah.
So did you ever know that you was gonna make that transition though from like being in the church to now becoming like a blues or like a Southern soul singer though?
For years, I already knew that God wasn't gonna keep me in a box. He didn't want me to be in a box. There's too many other people outside those four walls that the people in the four walls don't feel like needed to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody need God. You got people that know how to pray, don't know how to pray. You know, it's all kind of people in this world that still need God.
So like, and it's very interesting that you say that because you were one of the very first blues artists that kind of made it okay to like bring gospel to your set, and I think you open up the doors for many people to even R&B artists, so whereas they are split and they'll do like a whole gospel set in the middle of their concert or whatnot. But I guess my question is, why did you feel like that was so important if you were doing blues? Like, why did you feel like every stage you hit, like you had to like bring in like, because you have this thing like if God can't come, West Love don't go. Say it, correct me, say it correctly.
If West Love can't bring
God,
it.
Yeah.
Then West Love don't come.
And so why is that though?
Because like a couple years ago, I went through a point of depression where I tried to take my own life. And God used my voice to save me.
Yeah.
And so I promised him once I woke up the next morning that no matter what stage or platform I'm on, I will always take you with me because you gave me another chance.
And for those who don't know, like you actually have like this 10-10 moment that we talked about last year. That honestly, it was life-changing for me when 1010 hits my phone. I pray we did it the other day when we was together because I don't know, like I feel like I was able to resonate with your story. And for those who don't know your story, do you mind sharing what happened and where that whole 1010 and the everyday prayer came from?
I was initially going through a very, 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 very tough time. Rough and tough.
Yeah.
And I got off of work one day and I had just had enough. I was stressed, overly stressed. And I went in the house and I took a handful of pills and I went to sleep. I didn't want to wake up because the pressure of life. Sometimes strong people get tired too.
Yeah.
And sometimes strong people don't have people that they can talk to about it. Not that you can't talk to nobody about it. It's just that you just don't feel like, I don't want to put my problems on you.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
And so, lo and behold, the Lord woke me up. It was daytime when I took the pills. It was daytime when I woke up. But my clock was flashing 10:10 p.m. And I didn't understand it because the lights had never went out.
Yeah.
Everything else was on and working fine.
Yeah.
But my clock was flashing 10:10. And I called my spiritual godmother because no matter how many people that you know, you need to always have you somebody that can get a prayer through.
Yeah.
And I called her. You need somebody that can get a prayer through and somebody that can help you understand dreams and stuff that you know what I'm saying, that come up in your mind. You need somebody that can help you relate to what's going on. So I called her and I told her, I said, my clock flashing 10:10 and I just tried to take my own life. And she like, baby, you got to get back to prayer. God wants you to start back praying.
Yeah.
And from then on, it was crazy because I went to church every Sunday.
But you don't feel like you knew how to pray even though you were going to church and you grew up in the church with your family, your mama was the choir director? Really?
Really. I did not have that relationship. You know, but a lot of people don't understand that either. If it takes for a boy and a girl to get together, however, you gotta have some kind of conversation in order for y'all to get to know each other and start, you know what I'm saying, liking each other.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with God.
No, absolutely.
It's just praying. It's still conversation.
Do you feel like there's a lot of people though that's in church or that grew up in church that still don't know how to worship or still don't know how to pray?
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like that's something that is taught or is it something that you just learn along the way? Because I feel like sometimes, especially growing up, you start to see God through the eyes of your grandmother or through the eyes of your mother because that's how you were taught. But then you start to experience God in a different way. And for me, I think that's where my prayer language came from.
To me, I feel like life lessons,
Yeah.
storms, tough times
Yeah.
will make you get on your knees.
Yeah.
And you have to pray. Like, you got to have some kind of conversation with God to understand. Once I get praying, then my worship really for real. Because I got conversation with him.
Yeah.
I got a relationship with him. Now, he know my voice.
Right.
I ain't got to go through grandmama and mama them voice no more, which is still good. I need them to back me up in prayer. But now I got my own voice. And he know my voice.
Yeah.
Because we conversating every day at what time?
10:10.
Thank you.
Thank you, then. So let me ask you this. You're also on the Blues I Write tour. Of course, you are a fan favorite on the Blues I Write tour. They've been in Greenville for so many times. They never brought you. For the first time ever in 2024, or 2025, I'm sorry, it's happening. But let me ask you this. What do you feel when you walk on that stage, right, and you get inside of that gospel set and you get to see like those people, like especially whenever you sing your song like Reach and you see the entire room just like transform, like what is that moment like to you though?
Well, see, initially when I first started, I told my manager, Stan, he came to me, he said, Wes, I don't know if you should do gospel on your set. You know, it might turn the promoters off. They might not like that. And I told him then, if I can't bring God, then I ain't coming. That ain't the money God got for me. We're going to have to figure it out. Let's go another route.
Yeah.
And from then on, after we had that conversation, and I've been doing gospel ever since, so it doesn't bother me because I say that and I stand on that.
Yeah.
Every time. If you give me 15 minutes, 2 of the minutes I'm going to use to talk about that man up there.
No, because I seen you do a 15, it was like maybe you did 15, 20 minute set in Columbia at the King George Back to School block party. And I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't think you was going to put your gospel set in there because your time was so short. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute, there she go.
Yes, sir. I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah.
You knew what I was going to do before I got here, and God did too, so let's go.
Yeah. And talk about these red boots, because it seems to be anytime you go out, all of the women, they go crazy. They bring the red boots, they bring the fans, and the fans was a thing before the whole boots on the ground where the fans at, but became a song. Like that was already a thing, because I remember going to your concerts or seeing all the videos, and them ladies be popping them fans, and they all wearing the red boots. What does that feel like though when you see your fan base pull up heavy like that with the t-shirts and the red, and you know what that red signify and what it does for you, but to see them in that same thing though?
You know, at first I been wearing cowgirl boots.
Yeah.
I got married in cowgirl boots. Like, so I've been wearing them for a long time. But once I got over in the Southern Soul, I wanted to have something that was a stamp.
Yeah.
Something that was a trend.
Yeah.
That you'll remember West Love by.
Yeah.
And so as I was sitting down thinking, I said, we're gonna do red boots.
Yeah.
Cause that red gonna signify the blood that Jesus shed. I'm telling you, if I can't bring him, I ain't coming.
Yeah.
So let's keep the boots red.
Yeah, yeah.
And so to come in and see the people with the red boots and they understand why we doing the red boots, it's an amazing feeling. When I say amazing, it's mind blowing.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm not gonna lie, I do want to kind of transition a little bit because you did this record with rapper Boosie, and what's so crazy about that is that I don't even think the fans seen that coming. It was just kind of like an out the blue thing. It happened. Talk about like how did that whole thing transpire? Did you always hope to like work with a rapper, and if so, was that rapper Boosie, or I mean, just I don't know, kind of expand on that.
When I say that was a blessing
Yeah.
in disguise, because I didn't expect it, didn't know it was coming. It was kind of like I seen him at a show.
Yeah.
He saw me. He enjoyed my set. But we didn't get a chance to see each other. Like, he was over here once I got off the stage, you know, I got to go change because I'm sweaty. I came back out, baby, he was out there partying.
Yeah.
He was still going. So we didn't get a chance to actually meet, but I had met his manager, Jay. And so my manager, Stan and Jay, they was talking back and forth. And probably like 2 weeks later, they called and was like, hey, Boots want to do a song with you. What, you with it?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Is we? Yes.
And did.
And is.
Yeah. So when you heard him, like after he laid the track down and he sent it back to you, like the first time you heard it, what was that moment like though?
He called me on FaceTime.
Really? Yeah.
When they was in the studio. And I heard it and I was just screaming.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Westlove, she recently gave me like this CD. I didn't know you had like a whole gospel album out either. And I don't want to make this whole interview about God, but truth be told though, that's just truly who she is. Like when you did the gospel concert, literally, I've gotten so many messages, and there were so many people that was unchurched that didn't go to church, but they got to see the God that saved you. And I mean, even that night, we saw Aiden who came on stage and said, "I want to be saved now." And you got to understand, like these are kids who are not exposed. Like he's never heard gospel music. He didn't know what gospel music was, but to see you and the way you exemplified God on that stage, you draw you drew so many people towards God that night. And that I don't know, for me that was it just felt good. It was like a feel good moment.
Right. It was definitely an experience.
Yeah. So again, family, Westlove in the building. Of course, we're talking about artists. There was one moment that I saw that was online that I felt like was kind of crazy because the fans have already been talking about it. They were like, when is Westlove and Fantasia gonna do a record together? And then all of a sudden we see you in this video with Fantasia backstage, and now we still asking, when is Westlove doing a record with Fantasia? Like I feel like that's a perfect blend, right? Because Fantasia already does the R&B, she has the gospel, and then you bring your Southern soul mix to it, and it's just, I don't know, to me that's a banger.
You know, God's timing is the best timing.
How did that connection happen though?
I had posted on Facebook that I wanted to see Lisa Page.
Yeah.
And
Fantasia, you posted
Lisa
about
Knows,
Glorilla
not
too.
Lisa Page. Lisa Knows. I want to see Lisa Knows and Fantasia. And my manager was trying to get in contact to get me tickets.
Yeah.
They got me tickets, but my assistant know them like on another level.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that they was gonna do all that. You know, I was just happy to be at the concert.
Correct.
Like, that was it.
Yeah.
The concert was enough for me. But when people love you and they see how hard you go, it's always a good feeling to see that love reciprocated back.
But why do you feel like that? Like you feel like people don't know who you are though. Like we were at the worship experience. Kalante had mentioned you, and you was like, wait, Kalante know Westlove? I'm like, Kalante literally liked every video that I posted of you, and the people that are watching you, like there's so many people that are watching you that you have no idea watching you, but you are talented. You are gifted. Like you have to know that the world knows your name. You may not see that on like mass platforms yet, but it's definitely coming. The world definitely knows your name. And don't ever believe for a second the gospel industry don't know who Westlove is. Like, does that still shock you whenever you find out the artists that you just don't like, that you didn't think listen to you, just know who you are? I'm like, wait a minute, I know that girl right there.
Right, that is very, very mind blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about staying humble though. I don't ever want to get to the point where I feel like, oh, everybody just, I'm all right, staying in my humbleness. Because that's how I feel I get my biggest blessings from that.
No, absolutely. And I think you talking about being humble, I think it speaks to what you used to do a while ago on social media. This is another thing my mom had showed me about. But I discovered there was a point where you were on social media and you used to sing for people for $2.
$2.
And they'll send it to you via Cash App. How did that all come about? Was there something you were going through in your life that
COVID had just started. And all the shows was canceled.
Yeah.
Because you got to be back 6 feet, and COVID was real bad. It had just started. So all my shows got canceled. My dad said, Kelsey, won't you start doing, going live?
Yeah.
And charging a few dollars, a little donation.
Yeah.
So I was thinking $5. He said, nah, I'll do $2. I said, $2. He said, watch and see what happens.
Yeah.
So I went on there the first time and did $2, and $2 turned into $20.
Yeah.
20 turned into 60. 60 turned into 200.
And it kept going. Yeah.
And so at that point, it was really, really helping people.
Yeah.
Like, I had so many people telling me how they really needed it. Like, they was asking me to come back on live.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Like, I get on there and say, nah, y'all done gave y'all 30 minutes. Now I'm finna get off of here.
Yeah.
No, they start, that Cash App start back going off. Stay 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes.
And you just sing, like, whatever song they request, that's the song
they didn't request it. I did whatever I wanted to do, whatever I felt in my spirit to do.
Yeah.
Those were the songs that I would do. Like my nephew, I even had my nephew bring his live band over, and we would do stuff in my backyard.
Yeah.
My whole neighbors would come sit in our backyard and just to listen to the music.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something about music helps people in all different areas of their life, all different races. Like I've did a white people show and they didn't want to hear none of their music. They wanted me to, I'm trying to learn their music. They like, no, can you sing? I'll take you there.
They want to hear that.
I know y'all ain't had me practice. Y'all want to hear what I already know.
Absolutely,
Band, scratch, all that, let's party.
And they been partying.
And they partied all night long.
But that's what I love about music, and even Southern Soul, I believe it's so universal. Like, when you think about Southern Soul music, it's like feel-good music. Like, people feel like they can two-step, they can have a good time, they partying with their family.
Right.
And I think that's what people love about Westlove, from the record Work It, which goes crazy every week in the clubs now.
That is amazing. South Carolina, really. Whew.
And y'all, I'm still trying to learn You Better Go. Like, who even created that dance? Like, that's Jaden. He's out of South Carolina.
Yeah. He sent it to me, and baby, they put it on TikTok, and that song was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And they done brought it right back around full force.
Really?
So it's amazing. That's an amazing feeling too.
And talk about Work It, like, where did that come from? Who created that line dance?
We did. My whole team, we came together to get that dance together, but that song came about. We was driving back from, I think, Texas, and it was dark in there, and I didn't have a beat or nothing, and I was just sitting there writing, and I turned around and told everybody to wake up, and I started singing what I had.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah.
So you knew when you were like writing it, like, did you feel that song would be so big? I mean, you've had people like Niecy Nash, Judy, the Brat, who is dancing to this record. Like, did you know it would become so big and transpire all over the country, though?
I did not.
And what does that feel like when you see that? Like, I mean, because honestly, I feel like Work It is now embedded in the DNA of Southern Soul, if that makes sense. Like, that, you're always going to hear Work It now.
It's I guess I keep saying the same word, babe, but it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Like, I am so mind blown on what God has done, and I really don't have no words to say, but faith without works is dead.
It's dead. Hello, that's in the word. What advice would you give to any young women who may be attempted to get inside of Southern Soul, or maybe not even attempting to get inside Southern Soul, but young women that are trying to figure out life, and maybe they need God to come reach down for them as well, like, because they're just in a point in their life where they're trying to figure out who they want to be as a mother, as a woman, as a wife, as a sister, as a friend. And I know that you've had your own trials and you have your own trials and tribulations,
right.
And you seem to be able to conquer each and every one of them. So what do you speak to that? How do you encourage young women to kind of keep their head on like a straight and narrow way, I guess I would say?
We're gonna answer those separately now. But if there's a young lady, or it ain't gotta be a young lady, if you're a woman that want to get into the music industry, and whether it's Southern Soul, R&B, if I had anything to tell you that would make you keep going, is what helped me was you can hear 1,000 no's, but you only need one yes. So you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying, because if you don't try, then you fail, because you ain't tried. So you gotta try. You gotta keep trying. I tried Sunday Best, I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I tried American Idol, I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I tried the Word Network, I didn't make it. I tried the Apollo, I didn't make it.
But guess who you did try and you made it?
You hear
the
what
Lord.
I'm saying? You see
you
what
hear
I'm
me?
saying?
Yeah. I already know.
My.
and then advice for young women that are just trying to just keep their life together, just trying to be the best mother, the best sister, the best wife they can possibly be.
Pray.
Yeah.
You gotta have that conversation every day with God. At what time?
10:10.
You gotta
Listen,
have that
y'all.
conversation, because conversation makes relationships, not just make them, but they make them better.
Yeah.
Because you know how to talk. But if you're not talking to this man that wake you up every morning, how you expect him to keep making ways out of no ways, and you not to be able to go through something and not come out of it? You gotta be able to have that conversation. So when I call on God at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30,
Yeah.
I'm back sleep good.
Right. Yeah,
After I done cried, 3:30 I done prayed, I'm back sleep.
Yeah.
That's how God work, man.
Listen, this is a good friend of mine, of course, the Princess of Southern Soul. As you can see, her heart is so pure. And as I said at the beginning of this interview, she is more than just a singer. She is a storyteller, and I truly believe she is a powerhouse in this industry, not in just Southern Soul. And I don't want to, keep you in that Southern Soul lane or in that blues lane. You are just an artist.
Right.
That's what you are. You are an artist, not a Southern Soul artist, not a blues artist, not a gospel artist. You are an artist that transforms lives. And I think you're needed. I think you're needed, especially during this time. And Wes, before you go, I gotta ask you this question. This is the question I ask all my guests when they come on the podcast. If this was your very last interview, what would you want people to know about Westlove?
You cannot stop. You gotta keep pushing, grind till you grow. You on your way to the top, hey, and you cannot stop. I need you to keep pushing, grind till you grow. You on your way to the top.
Listen, y'all, get Westlove Music, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream your music. She's on Facebook as well. What's your social media? Leave all those handles.
Hashtag Kelsey West, hashtag Westlove Video.
Yeah.
Instagram, hashtag KD_.
Just go run up all them views. We
Matter
on
of
TikTok.
fact, tell them to just go to Google.
Just go to Google.
And put in the search bar, Westlove.
That's it.
Everything gonna pop up.
Everything gonna pop up.
Everything gonna pop up.
From the record with Boosie.
From everything you can find
Yeah.
me, everything I got. Just go to Google, type in WSTLOVE, one word, and everything will pop up.
That's the Princess of Southern Soul, y'all. Westlove in the building. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, QL.
And now we continue the QL experience. It's time for our Carolina Lens Spotlight. Today we're shining light on Sasha Johnson, entrepreneur, photographer, creative, and the visionary behind Grace and Grit. Grace and Grit is more than a brand. It's a safe, inviting, non-judgmental space where women in business can come together to be transparent, supported, and empowered while building real community. Through panels, brunches, vision board parties, and curated experiences, Sasha is creating rooms where women just don't network. They connect, grow, and thrive. This is purpose in action. This is community being built, and this is Sasha Johnson through our Carolina Lens. Thanks for watching the QL experience, and don't forget to follow us on social media at The QL Show.